All right, so we're gonna hit the gym today and we're doing a little bit of a different workout because I'm only doing 2 workouts a week now, plus kind of a bonus kind of ab mobility kind of trap workout. But so today we're gonna be hitting some heavy shoulder presses, a little bit of leg training, some arms. It's kind of like starts with upper body. We're gonna hit some legs and finish off the upper body. This works well because I'm only training 2 days a week, so it can be a bit longer. But first order of business, this is what I do before I work out. I take 1 scoop of Kino octane, which boosts my energy, improves, speeds up recovery, increases blood flow. Octane's been working really well, but by using aminos and gains with it, I've been able to experience really good results. So if you've noticed, if you've watched my videos over the years, I'm probably the strongest by far, I'm the strongest I've ever been. And the weights just keep seeming to increase. So in part, I credit this to a couple of these supplements, and so gains really helps with muscle growth. We have creatine in this. We also have carnitine, which actually increases testosterone into the muscle. So we're actually improving androgen receptor density, and carnitine is actually really effective at improving muscle recovery. So there's a lot of really good research on carnitine. We also have choline in here, which helps to methylate excess estrogen. So if you have excess estrogen in your body from environmental factors, so on and so forth, there's a lot of estrogen in our environment and plastics and phthalates. So choline can help reduce that along with improving mental function. And we have the aminos, and the aminos, interestingly enough, I made these because they're the strongest aminos on the market. We have 5,000 milligrams of leucine, which is really powerful for increasing protein synthesis. And we also included HMB, which is a byproduct of leucine. And there's some amazing research on HMB right now. It's the strongest anti-catabolic kind of natural agent in the world. So it helps prevent muscle protein breakdown. So it's really good for those fasted workouts. And while technically taking aminos technically breaks your fast because you will spike insulin, you are ingesting some form of calories. It's very, very small, and the benefits outweigh the cons. So this is kind of like Kino fasting. So it's not a pure fast, but you're pretty much getting all the physique benefits of fasting while preventing the downsides by really kickstarting the muscle building process. So right now, we're gonna mix all 3 of these together, which, you know what? It might taste good, it might not. We're gonna find out. Usually I just do octane and gains, and I do the aminos separately, but today we're doing all 3. So let's get it. So there's a bit of controversy over amino acids. Are they necessary? If you're, eating a lot of protein every single day and you're doing your workouts after eating, you might not need it. But for fasted workouts, for me, like when you're keeping your calories low and you're trying to get lean, having the aminos in there really helps make sure it's an insurance policy to make sure you get everything out of your workouts. Because the last thing you want to do is be a bit lower in calories, a bit lower in protein, and your body's not able to rebuild or regrow as fast because of that deficiency. So having the aminos in there, for me, it's an insurance policy to get everything out of there. If I'm pushing my body really hard, if I'm going for PRs, the last thing I want is to leave something on the table because I didn't have enough of the key amino acids to get the maximum recovery. And I really believe there's something to this HMB thing. There's some current research coming out showing really dramatic results of people supplementing with HMB every day. And so it's a new supplement that people haven't been hearing too much about, but I've put this in the aminos because I really feel it helps with preventing protein breakdown and improving results. And if you guys want to learn more about these, I'll put a link in the description. So let's get this. That's really good. All right, so we're going for my big shoulder press today, a 225 pound 1 rep max. So I'm warming up with 115 for some reps, working on that form, getting the body ready. And now we're going up to 135. So just doing some strategic warm-up sets. We'll only do a few reps just to keep my body fresh. That's the key to warming up, just doing, a few reps and just getting your body primed. Now we got 165 for 2, and then finally I'm going to do 185 for 1 rep. And so it's a big jump, 185 to 225, but I find that works best for me. If I was to do 200 pounds, it would sap me. So now we got 225, and the rep went up pretty well. I'm pretty happy about that, and I held the top just to kind of get as much out of that 1 rep as possible. And I'd love to get to, 2 or 3 reps eventually. So now we're going down to 205, and honestly, my body was shocked from that first set with 225, so I'm pretty damn destroyed. It took a lot out of me. 1 rep max on shoulder press is a full body movement. Everything's contracting, your abs, your glutes, hamstrings. So now I'm going a bit lighter, going down to 165, just getting those reps in. But dude, the standing press is a brutal movement to put in 100%. It really takes a lot out of you. So now we're just getting some more reps in to build the shoulders, and that should be, boom, a pretty good set. And now we're going to go down to finishing off just 135 and just, get some volume in there, build those shoulders, get some reps in there. But yeah, building up to 225 for one rep is a huge accomplishment. Very few people at 180 are able to push that much weight, especially without a belt. So I've built some good strength and stability, and just been being consistent and getting strong on the incline press, on the dumbbell shoulder presses. That has all contributed. Because I find, at this stage I'm at, training standing press week after week gets exhausting. So I only do it for a few weeks at a time, and I'll take a break from it, just because it drains my central nervous system. So now we're going to some leg training, and I'm starting off with just 135 and exploding up as fast as I can, just to build that power. And so I train my legs differently, the upper body. Upper body, traditionally, I'll do reverse pyramid on my legs. I'll start light, keep the reps the same, 5 or 6 reps, and just increase the weight. And that means I'm only doing one set max effort. And that set, I'm already a little bit fatigued, so it's not as heavy. And so I find that this is a good way to train legs without draining your nervous system. And every set, you're maximizing power production. I'm exploding up. And so this leg training is very effective at building power, but not over draining your nervous system. Because if you do reverse pyramid training on everything, and legs too, I'm humping there, I don't know what that is, but it takes a lot out of you. So I found that leg training, just build up to heavy weight and just do one all-out set. And here we go. We got 205 on some front squats, and I'm not going as heavy as I could. I've done 275 on front squats before, but I hurt my knee, so I'm just getting some work in the legs, just trying to maintain the power, because I can't push my legs too heavy these days until my knee is recovered. And if you guys have any good advice on fixing a damaged knee, I was trying to do some dunking, and I land while twisting, and I torqued my right knee in the summer. If you have any advice, let me know. But I'm really trying to get my knee better so I can really get more explosive and build up to a higher vertical. So now I was pretty trashed here. Like, I wanted to do Romanian deadlifts or hip thrusts, but I was too exhausted, so I decided to do some single leg stuff to mix it up. So I'm doing some Romanian deadlifts, single leg, good for knee stability, good for balance, going to hit the hamstrings and glutes too to some extent. And I'm going to work on these for a few weeks and go a bit heavier and kind of build that balance. So it's a good movement for athleticism, I find. It's not going to build as much muscle as deadlifts, but it's just a fun one to mix into your routine. And now we're going a bit heavier, got some 35-pounders and working on this exercise. So if you haven't done any single leg stuff, I recommend doing some more single leg stuff just to maximize balance, maximize knee stability, build the VMO to a greater extent, which is the muscle near the inside of your knee. But yeah, I really need to get my knee fixed because it's been a stubborn several months trying to get this better. We'll feel a little better, and then something will aggravate it. So, but I don't want to stop training legs because I've actually built some good leg size compared to last year. So now we're doing some arms. So I'm doing some rest pause training. So I got 45-pound dumbbells. I'm going to go for a max set for about 15 reps, and then we're going to do mini sets of 5 reps. And I do my hammer curls. I come out to the side a little bit more outward, which is a lot easier on the elbow joint. When I hurt my elbow a couple years ago, when I saw my sports therapist, he told me basically to keep the arms out a bit on the curls, which takes stress off the elbow joint. And actually, naturally, if you were to lift your hand up to your elbow with just the bicep muscle, not front delt, you'd actually end up in that kind of outward position. So doing curls in this fashion maximizes bicep recruitment and puts less involvement with the front delt. So now I'm pushing really hard getting through this set. So my reps might not look as good, but I find just it's good to push to failure like that. And now I'm doing some shrugs. I haven't done much shrugs in the last few years, but I'm going to do them for a little bit just to kind of build my physique in a different way. I'm going to be focusing a bit more on the traps for fun. And so I'm doing some heavy single arm leaning shrugs, and I'm actually doing a really fat grip. So this is actually hitting my forearms really hard, and I'm pretty sure that my forearms exhausted before my traps. So I'm going to kind of build, the next couple months, going to build a bit more traps, a bit more neck and forearms to mix it up. Just to kind of give my physique a different look, a bit more powerful look. So I'm having fun with this, and I like kind of building my forearms because you're only as strong as your weakest link, and building big forearms is going to make you stronger. You're going to have stronger grip for martial arts, for fighting. It's effective. It might even increase punching power. If your forearms are bigger, then the moment of impact, there's going to be more weight behind that, as direct as possible. So we're doing some forearm training, and dude, my forearms are just gassed from that fat grip, especially after doing the hammer curls. But hopefully, in the next few weeks, my traps will get bigger, my forearms will get bigger, and I'll be a bit stronger on this. So I've been actually doing a little bit of research into neck training and how a skinny neck naturally will make you look more feminine. It will make you look less masculine and powerful. And my neck's always been a good size, but I'm going to train the neck for fun. There's a good video by, I think, Jeff Nippert on it, where when he had a skinny neck, he did not look good. He looked weak, even though he had a lot of muscle. The small neck made him look weak. And a lot of boxers and martial artists, they train their neck because the research is pretty clear. Training your neck can reduce concussions by about 50%. So I'm doing some neck curls and neck extensions with 10 pounds or 15 pounds, and I'm going to go up to 25 pounds. And lately I've been doing it with 35 pounds, which is pretty tough. But I've noticed in the last month or two, my neck has probably gone in like half an inch bigger. And it's a cool look, but I'm going to have to stop training my neck soon because once the neck is wider than, my jawline, it might look ridiculous. So this is just kind of for fun, just to do a bit of neck training. And this is good for athletes, people training. Having a stronger neck will protect you. It'll protect your neck. And I've always had neck issues. I've strained my neck several times, so I feel like training my neck might make me more injury-proofed. So you can just do this neck training at the end of your workout, or you can even do it on a rest day because it doesn't take much out of your nervous system. This is something you could do on a rest day, or at the end of your workout, and just kind of go light. Don't try and go too heavy. Just kind of hit this set with 15 to 30 reps. If you're going too heavy, you might injure yourself. So I just do this lightly, but I find it effective. I might try doing some side neck raises on my side to kind of make sure I'm even on all sides. But if you look at me right now, I look like a loser if I push my neck in. But then the wider neck makes you look stronger, more powerful. So it's cool stuff. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that video. That was a fun workout to hit my shoulders, legs, and biceps, and a bit of traps and neck. On my other day, because I'm doing 2 workouts per week mainly, on the other day I'm hitting my chest, doing some weighted pull-ups, and doing a bit more arms. So those 2 workouts per week kind of get the job done, and then maybe a third day I'll do a bit of jump rope, bit of boxing, bit of ab training. So that's kind of my routine right now. And if you want to try the supplements I was talking about earlier, Octane Gains Aminos, the stack is insane. I've noticed much better results, faster PRs. So I'll put that in the description below. You can check out more about that. And finally, we're doing our transformation contest basically now. So if you want to sign up for that, we're going to be motivating you every week, shouting out people doing amazing stuff every week, and then we're going to be giving away over $10,000 in cash prizes, plus really cool bonuses, and the winners are gonna get massive. We're gonna shout them out on the page, on the podcast, on YouTube, so it's gonna be really exciting. I'll put all that information in the description, and guys, I will see you soon.